So this is usually the moment when you hear the choir sing, but we don't have anything ready. We're working on it. And probably a couple of Sundays, right? You think next week? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Come and find out. Hi.
Hi.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Because you weren't feeling better a week ago, were you? No, you weren't. And that's okay. It happens to all of us. So, did you ever discover a new vegetable that you thought, wow, that's awesome, I've got to go tell my friends about it?
No.
No? Did you ever discover a new school book that you said, wow, I can't wait to teach this to my friends? No? Okay, I got one. Did you ever discover a medicine that you thought, this tastes great, I can't wait to tell my friends? I had a feeling. That's changed a lot. When I was a kid, medicine never tasted good. You always had to trick it. Watch Old Mary Poppins, you'll understand. That was for the grown-ups in the room. What about a new toy or game?
Yeah.
Yeah? That you couldn't wait to go and show your friends? Yeah, it's not very tricky. I mean, I'm pretty transparent. And what was that like?
It was good, and
It was good because new things are fun. So what about if you found a really old thing that was really cool? Maybe like a really old toy that belonged to your grandparents or something. But you thought it was really exciting. Would you still go show that to a friend?
because it's new to me and it's cool.
Because it's new to you, so it's cool. Boy, sometimes these things just write themselves. I was hoping that's where this would go. Thanks for catching on with my train of thought. You're doing well. This Jesus thing, it's kind of an old thing, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of feel like you know the story, right? Maybe a little, maybe not all of it. Still some really confusing parts, right?
Yeah.
Some parts that don't make sense at all. But Jesus is talking to his disciples, who at this point in the story pretty well felt like they had gotten it. And he says to them, now I'm translating a little bit, right? This wasn't in the Bible story. Hang out in your living room, play on your Nintendo, and just wait for your friends to discover it. Right? That's what he says in the Bible story we read. No! He tells them, go and tell people. Not wait for people to figure it out. Go tell them. So, part of the reason we spend time together on the mat, or before that on the steps, right? Before we move to the mat, is to talk about the importance of the story of Jesus by going to you and talking at your level. As you've experienced, sometimes sermons get a little confusing, right? And they all just chuckled because they think the same thing. In fact, I'm going to tell you the secret. I know adults that listen more to the children's sermon than the regular one because they get pretty much all they want out of that. I say it a lot. It might be for them, not for you. But you know what? It's because we boil it down to the most basic concept because I want to make sure you get the core concept. And the core concept is Jesus and the blessing of eternal life and the blessing of living life in the love of Jesus is really good news. And you don't sit around waiting for people to discover it. You tell them about it. Jesus said, go tell people. So our job is to be willing to go tell people. Now that's kind of scary, isn't it? I mean, can't you just imagine going into school, Maya, tomorrow and saying, do you know about Jesus? Yeah, your eyes got so big. No, that's not happening, is it? But what if you were to tell a friend, do you know that at church I learned another reason why I should be kind? Ivy, you gave me the head shake. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Did you know that at church I learned that being nice helps tell the story of Jesus? Okay, you said the J word, and that's getting a little intimidating again, but you get the idea. And we can help people experience Jesus. And here's the thing the ultimate thing we're ultimately kind of looking for when we do this is if you ever have someone in your life, a friend, a schoolmate, a classmate, or whatever, that catches themselves saying, "Why were you so nice to me? I didn't even think you liked me." That never happens in your school, right? Yeah, exactly. It happens in all schools. "Why were you nice to me? I didn't even think you liked me." And it's an opportunity to say, because what I believe about Jesus tells me that's how I should be. Right? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Whew. We better quit and say a prayer while we're ahead. Let's say that prayer. Dear God, help me
Help me
to be kind
to be kind
and loving
and loving
because
because
it represents
it represents
the kindness
the kindness
and love
and love
which you give me
which you give me
through Jesus Christ.
through Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay. You know, I really ought to just look on the way over. Because if Angela and Tim are there, I know that the middle schoolers are staying, but if they're not there, I'll work on that.